Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Unmerciful with Zoe. Before we get started, I want to remind everybody who's not subscribed to get subscribed. Do your boy that favor. Hit that button up in the corner. For those of you who are already subscribed, thanks for all the interaction in the comment section. Today on the panel, we have Smoove Smoke.
What's up?
As usual. What up, bro? And then we have P back for the after hour edition. But and today we're gonna dive in because it was I introduced him to MacDonald, and I wanted to give him a chance to see a little bit more of what he'd be talking, and so we're gonna dive into a fake woke. I asked him a couple of titles and he went with fake woke, so we're gonna get in to see his reaction, y'all.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls. There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for. It's backwards, it's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun. Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be American. You should probably love it, cause you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public. As children we were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up. Cancel culture runs the world now, the planet went crazy. Label everything we say as homophobic or racist. If you're white, then you're privileged, guilty by association. All our childhood heroes got Me Too'd or they're rapists. They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need to change. They gave us tiny screens, we think we free because we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to big teams, they use the media to feed the flame. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old safe zones. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings. I think it's crazy.
What you think about it so far, bro?
It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. As far as what he was saying, like, it makes perfect sense, especially talking about like the God, what was it? The fucking cancel culture, where you literally you can't say nothing, and if you do, if somebody don't like it, you're canceled. And that's just crazy because it's like they get a lot of power and a lot of movement, sometimes just for the simplest things that somebody says. Or people will go back and look at someone's Twitter from like ages ago and say, they said this in 2012. It's like people change.
Hey, yeah. A big thing too is like, I'm glad you brought that up too, because now, I mean, a lot has happened since I've did this reaction. So it's like, look at how everybody jumped on Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. And who blamed who, and look how it ended. That's just a big moment, you know what I'm saying? They had her as a spokesman for all this, and it just came back to shoot him because that's like, it's not the realness of the situation. Like he said, like facts don't carry feelings, man. Like there are facts out here and you can't fight them with feelings. It doesn't work like that. You got anything to add, Smoove?
Oh no, man, you already know. I'm just ready to continue to hit the song.
There you go.
Fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings. I think it's crazy how these people screaming facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor cause he wears a mask or he stays home. Has a daughter, but his favorite artist said he slays hoes. Picks her up from school, music slaps on the way home. Censorship's an issue cause they choose what they erase. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same. I just want to spend Thanksgiving Day with food and my family, without being accused of celebrating native casualties. We got so divided, it's black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. There's riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the police, y'all are genius for sure. They're underfunded already, they're way too busy to work. Order food and call the cops, see what reaches you first. Segregation ended, that's a lie in itself. That was a strategy to make us think they were trying to help. They knew that racism was hot if they designed it to sell. We buy up every single box and divide us ourselves. They so fake woke, facts.
Yeah.
That shit was real.
Yeah,
All
bro.
the cops order food and see who gets to you
Right,
first.
right, bro. Oh, my mama, yes. And that's facts. That's facts. That's a damn shame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you know, the way they played it, bro, it was almost genius the way it's being done. But
almost.
I mean, but yeah, it's crazy because now, like, just your thoughts, just the basic things that you thought you knew are no longer right.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's just us. Like, can you imagine like people in there like older than us, you know? Can you believe like people that have done, like, there are people that are 40, 50, 60. You know what I'm saying? It you know, and up to be told everything, like, yeah, I know there's going to be some changes, but like one day you're just told
you can't tell them to say nothing.
This ain't this and this ain't that. No matter how much everybody says yes, this is still, if you ask people, they'll still probably say this is this.
Right. Man, we should have all known something was gonna happen when they said Pluto wasn't a planet anymore. After all that time in school, we were not taught that Pluto was a planet. Then they're like, nah, it's not a planet no more.
It doesn't qualify as a planet.
Now guys ain't girl, or guys ain't guys, girls ain't girls. You could be a they, you could be a
whatever you want.
It's a lot.
Any day, interchangeable. It's a lot to take in, and I don't know, man. It just seems like it's more pressure, and I don't, you know, like you're not supposed to give in to peer pressure. So why am I like the outcast?
Right.
For thinking that this is not. Yeah, it's crazy. But I like how he said it all, man. He said a lot of shit in that, and I'm all for it.
Don't care about feelings, they know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake mode, say fake mode. Facts don't care about your feelings. We use violence to get peace and wonder why it isn't working. That's like sleeping with a football team to try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase, but you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is worthless. If a man has mental illness, call him crazy, say it silently. When country's going crazy, we accept it as society. Get sick and take a pill. When the side effects get you high, you get addicted like these rappers dying fighting with sobriety. Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots. They claim it's for our safety, I'll tell you what it really is. Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate. They're trying to change amen to amen and women. How'd we let them make praying a microaggression? Instead of asking God for the strength to keep winning, we cheat to get ahead and then we ask him for forgiveness. Feminism used to be the most righteous of fights, but these days it feels like they secretly hate guys. I don't trust anyone who bleeds for a week and don't die. I'm just kidding, but everything else that I said is right. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old, same songs. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings.
There you go. That's Tom MacDonald, fake woke, man.
That was dope.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't shy about that one.
Definitely wasn't shy. Talk that
No.
shit.
And he hit it on the nose with the feminism thing. Like I would say I don't know 100% about it. I don't follow it 100%, but the general thing about it is I know it's like how now it's like if to be a feminist, like he's saying, you literally just have to hate guys. That's how it's almost portrayed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's like third, fourth, whatever wave feminism. I'm not too much into it, but I do I know what you're saying and I know what he was saying. And that's what it is. If you look at it, I mean, for some time when I be researching for videos to do, there would be, I mean, videos where they would just say they need to abort men. Like, I'm like,
The fuck is wrong with y'all?
every kid should be living. Like, we shouldn't be like within, to me, that's just my opinion. If you can get down like that, you know what I'm saying, and you have a kid, I don't have I have a choice to get down before or strap up. And if I didn't do any of that, then I have to deal with, there's no easy, there's no button that I could just press.
Right.
And right now that's where I feel like it's just gotten to, man. People are just pressing that, that little, what is it, that commercial with the little staples?
Oh, the easy button.
Right.
Easy button. They just press that button and it's everything. And now people are actually held to be accountable for their actions, man. It's the way it should be for a while. You just live right, man. As long as you're cool, you're good. As long as you ain't trying to screw anybody over and be out there all wild, make sure you're safe. Yeah, just don't be on bullshit.
Right.
You should be pretty good if you're not on bullshit.
And if you're on bullshit, well, you probably deserve that smack in the face.
Real talk, because you need that reality check.
Right.
Snap, come back to Mars. Come back to Earth. Yeah, that shit.
Wake the fuck up, man. Like I've been saying, it's time for us to get together, get off this bullshit, get off that I don't like you because of your skin color ass shit. That shit is fucking retarded.
Well, but that's the whole thing, man. That's what we were talking earlier when we did that video earlier, P. We were talking like that's kind of the influence that actually like it's been, especially for the past everybody was locked up for 2 years basically, house arrest, and all you had to do was people got into the internet and every video, every news stream, everything was all about race. It was just race baiting, and that's what everybody. You were either on one side. It was like pick a side, and I'm like, man, you know how many people lost homies. I lost some homies during this shit, and I'm like, what? I don't even get it.
Right.
Because that's just like asking you, you know what I'm saying? What's your preference on, you know what I'm saying? What type of food you want to eat that night? Like. So, and you know what I'm saying, that's all it is, man. It really got to be that where it's just like, well, you don't, like you said earlier, if you agree with one or if you don't agree with this, like you're ostracized from everything else, even though you haven't given your opinion on it at all. You're just seen as this, like in this box, and it's like, no, I'm much more than that. Like, I think I've evolved a little bit.
Right.
We've all evolved a little bit,
Like everything's not so cut and dry. There's a spectrum and there's a line on everything. Some people way too far to one side, some people way too far to the other, but there's still a line for people who can be like, I can see it either way.
But we're at a place where people are confused because people speak of their truths and not the truth. Right. Speak your truth. No, there's only the truth. There's no, that's your side.
Right.
If you're saying your side is your truth, then I guess that's a weird way of saying it, but that's your side. That's not the truth.
Right.
Because when there's a story, there's the truth, and there's your side, and then there's the other person's side, and the truth is somewhere in the middle.
And it's usually the person that actually is taking responsibility on something is telling more of the truth.
They don't have nothing to hide because they're like, well, I did it for this reason.
Right.
It's the exact reason that you can see. It's pretty simple. Yeah. What is it they're saying? The reasoning that has less of a like that like most likely falls into place is most likely the solution.
Mhm.
Saying you don't really have to try too much. Like we're sitting here ramming those little different fucking spaces or shapes into the different. It's not working, but we're sitting there trying to work it in. It's like go back to the basics. A square is a square. I'm saying a rectangle is a rectangle, and a circle is a circle. You cannot turn a circle into a square.
Yep. Circle can't decide to be in whatever it is. Another
It
day.
cannot happen. I mean, look at shapes. They've been there longer than we have. But yeah, just another great reaction from Tom MacDonald, man. I definitely like it. I hope that you know saying go into it, and we can definitely touch on more reactions if you want to in the future, because I definitely like introducing them to just seeing their little point of view.
Oh yeah, for sure.
From different point of views and shit. Smoove, you got anything else to say before I close out the video?
All you people fake woke, wake y'all goof ass up. Stay blessed. Peace.
P, you wanna say something else before I close?
Nah, nothing I can think of right now. Just other than everybody just be safe out there and whatnot.
All right, man. And if you guys like this reaction, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. For those of you who ain't subscribed, hit the bell or hit the button and the bell. Do your boy that favor. For those of you who are subscribed, thanks for all the interaction in the comment section. And until next time, y'all, deuces.